Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Cleveland Browns. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. And they'll be led out by their quarterback in his second season now from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now, he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. First carry for Nick Chubb. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. But you might remember Nick Chubb, he had a heck of a game last year in Week 4 in what turned out to be a 40-25 Browns win over these Ravens. He finished with 165 yards, 3 rushing touchdowns. Of course, never fear for the Ravens, though. After that loss, they went on a run. They would win their next 12 in a row to finish the regular season at 14-2. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 16 carries, 85 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And the pass complete to Anunwa. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Shotgun now for Murray. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And has given me the evil eye, folks. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st and 10.
If you make the stop there, maybe you hold him to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A run for Nick Chubb. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Chubb on the carry.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Who's in here?
officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And now Murray's going to set up to throw, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Announce yourself.
Following a touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. They will be led out by perhaps the best ever. At 43 years of age now, it's the great Tom Brady.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 16 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown.
So he scored his 8th touchdown on the ground last week, and most guys I know, they want to get into round numbers. So, 10 is really the goal. And this is one sport where being selfish and scoring touchdowns is a good thing. Look for he and the offense to try and get him in there at least.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Tom Brady sacked. A loss of 7 yards. It's 3rd down. 3rd and 12.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
16 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down.
33-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Browns 7, Ravens nothing.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the run. Check it. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13. Brady. He finds Howard complete.
Brady's pass.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. 23 yards to pick up there. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a toss running left, Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
To throw on 3rd down, Brady. And that is incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. So their first drive of the game already trailing, having given up points. A little surprised that they went for it, right?
Maybe the big guy, the head coach, senses this is going to be
Who's watching? Talk to me.
that they've got to match them point for point, as opposed to, hey, we'll get them later. Maybe he just has that sense, and that's why he decided to go for it there.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Murray. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Murray's
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He is going to find Hill here. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down.
43-yard line.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Ronnie Harrison on the
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now the 3rd-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Ronnie Harrison on the tackle.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
The Browns on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7. Now Murray going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Tyreek Hill. His 19th touchdown now in the season. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and score. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Past the 20, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Brady to try again after the pick six. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. He'll let one go.
Let's go.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31. Brady now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Brady. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. They're going for Howard, but the pass intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. That's sort of the second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize.
I'm playing the CPU, Dimitri.
He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Oh.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right
It's
here.
hard.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray, this one caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. This time they'll just keep this on the ground. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on third. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Justin Tucker.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10. At their own 21.
The Ravens heading out on offense as we look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
Yeah, they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Shotgun now for Brady. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. On second down now, it's Hunt. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
The pass by Brady there, caught by Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
And the Ravens.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the Browns' 26-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. Watch the run, let me kill. 57 the
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
And it's third down. Third and long.
On third and long, it's Brady. The Browns D locked in on third down, brings up fourth.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Now on 4.
Playing the CPU, you get 2 chances.
Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They will be led out by the Heisman Trophy winner from 2018, drafted #1 overall the subsequent year, Kyler Murray.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Murray. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. So here are the Ravens with great field position to start out. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass. That's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Brady's pass.
7 yards on the play, and it'll be a second down.
It's a gain of 7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Brady's pass.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
The 23-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
It's a loss of 1.
On second and goal, the lone man in the backfield is Hunt.
The 2-yard line.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Brady now on third and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
To Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the QB rating right now is sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right?
high
That's the
mark.
highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And Hill will opt for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Nick Chubb, the ball carrier.
A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 16 carries, 85 yards.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the balls are...
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty
I don't
would do
even
to
know
them?
why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football.
Fumble on the play. Recovered by the receiving team.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him a gain of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10.
Yeah, and here we go again. Here we go again. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Quit talking about Ozzy. Ozzy. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. You don't want none, baby. Let me do.
From the gun, Brady.
You don't want.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Brady.
Well, we knew this.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
On second down, here's Penny. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Penny, the ball carrier. He was tackled.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. 7-7, our score after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
5 yards remain on second down.
Hey, alert 3.
Operating from the gun, Murray. He'll get that one to Tampa. Complete.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
At the 18-yard line.
Penny, a first down carry. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Rashad Penny. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He'll dice it, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. DeForest Buckner has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Makes the score Browns 10, Ravens 7.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick, but you miss an extra point. I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, That's the one that bothers me more.
The veteran safety Antoine Bethea there on the defensive coverage.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Brady's throw there complete. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first.
A gain of
that time a slant. Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
Brady now on 1st down. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Brady. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. That one goes for 30 yards.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They run with Hunt. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Hunt. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. Hey. 57 for 72. Double dog. Hey, 66.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown.
To Cole Beasley.
Cole Beasley with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And that makes it 14-10. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Tyreek Hill set to return it. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Hill on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10. At their own 28.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Eric Ebron. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns have retaken the lead.
Goal.
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in
The thing that sucks about playing the CPU is the reaction time. It's ridiculous. No human has that fast of a reaction.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Open man is Howard, the tight end. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs.
Second and 1.
To throw again on second down. Brady gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's a first down throw that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on third down. Again, they'll throw with Brady. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete.
Brady's pass.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 33. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Throwing on first down is Brady. And he finds Howard, complete. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
The Raven first down.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. On first down, Brady. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up.
It leads to second and 10.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. To throw again, Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
They were in a very good position to come up with a go-ahead score there. A really good drive. Instead, it turns into 6 points going the other way. Psychologically, I don't know what that's going to do to them.
So as a coach, you're looking at that as at least a 10-point swing, right? Okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
The lake effect snow set to continue for the second half of action as we are back underway. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Lets it fly for Thielen. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's second down.
Second down and 10.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day. And I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And is giving me the evil eye, folks.
It's our deal. Hey, it's our house. Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. Check, 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 check. Rip. Watch 98. Watch 98.
Throwing again. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Murray. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards. They just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Set to kick off.
On the return, Phillips. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Wide open receiver complete. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
12. 1st down.
Brady now on 1st down. Got the connection here to Bourne. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. That's caught by Howard. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line.
A gain of 16
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 44-yard line. And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A throw over the middle taken in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, it's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. one. It's second down.
For O.J. Howard.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Brady's pass.
And quickly, they get to the line.
A gain of 7. First down, Baltimore.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. That is caught at the 7. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line. Jamie Collins, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Second down and
after the sack on first down, Brady.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
The Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Here we go, D, get off the field. 57 to
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The free safety, Malik Hooker, there in coverage. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he connects with Ebron. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
First and 10.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Cleveland Browns.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try to make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run.
10 at the Ravens' 46-yard line.
Play fake. Murray. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn it up. Hey, I got him. I got him. I got him. That's me. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the screen. 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 Under 10. Under 10. 10. 56. Crack it.
So after the INT, it's Brady. Open man is born. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Lets it fly for Thielen. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Trey Flowers picks it. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Chubb. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And a nice carry and a first down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
At the 40-yard line.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Room here to run. They had a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady's throw on 3rd down there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this Browns defense stands tall. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
He was brought down by Todd Davis. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here with Penny. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now they'll run it again with Penny. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Taking it about the 16. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Brady now on 1st down. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here, and they were really helped by
Wash hands. Emoji thumbs down. Elbow cough.